to dream the impossible dream, to fight the unbeatable foe, to bear with unbearable sorrow, to run where the brave dare not go. I'm Aaron Lazar, actor, singer, advocate, and keynote speaker, and I am thrilled and honored and so grateful to welcome you to my new podcast, Impossible Dreams. 25 years ago, I was on stage in the dark as a graduate student at the Cincinnati College Conservatory of Music, and I was waiting in the wings for the curtain to rise on the opening night of the musical The Man of La Mancha. I was really nervous because I was playing the lead, Don Quixote, a legendary knight on a quest to better the world through courage and conviction and unwavering idealism. And there were critics and agents from New York in the audience. And so my childhood dream of becoming a professional actor was on the line. This was it. This was my shot to prove that I had what it takes to make it on Broadway. So the show starts, and it's going really well, and we get to the big 11 o'clock number. And with adrenaline pumping, I start to sing with everything I've got. To right the unrightable wrong, to love pure and chaste from afar, to try when your arms are too weary, to reach the unreachable star. And the song ends, and I'm standing there in the spotlight and the silence that only exists in a theater, when suddenly the audience rises in applause. And I start to cry because I realize in that moment, my impossible dream is coming true. But I had no idea what impossible really meant. For more than 4 years now, I've been living with ALS, amyotrophic lateral sclerosis, otherwise known as Lou Gehrig's disease. It's a disease for which they say there is no cure. And so today I have a new impossible dream to heal from ALS. And that song, The Impossible Dream, has become the anthem of my life. Because after the diagnosis, I made a decision that I was going to find a way somehow to heal myself. And that meant I was making a decision to stop living in fear. Fear was not going to help me heal. I started to read books on healing in the nervous system. I read more than 100. Soon, I was giving talks in living rooms with friends and family. I was speaking about transforming the impossible into a new kind of possible. I was turning pain into purpose. And I didn't realize it then, but I was taking back control of my life, of my story. Soon, these talks grew into a national speaking tour, and that tour became a movement, and that movement became an album. My debut album, Impossible Dream, featuring over 50 Broadway stars that earned me a surprise Grammy nomination this past year. And then I began to write more on Substack. Aaron Lazar's Impossible Dream is a place where people can go to read stories about show business, self-transformation, and the human spirit. And all of that has led me right here to you today. Welcome to Impossible Dreams, a new video podcast where I sit down with some of the most inspiring, visionary, and courageous people on the planet. People who've faced their own versions of impossible and said, I'm doing it anyway. From luminary thought leaders to boundary-breaking artists to everyday heroes, I sit down with people who rewrite the rules of what's possible to unpack their stories, their wisdom, how they did it, and the fire that ignites their souls. Because here's the truth. We've all had dreams that others told us were impossible. But I hope that you'll see, after joining us for just an hour a week, every week, you'll see that maybe nothing is impossible. Because I'm certainly working to prove that and share that. And I'm learning from all of the people that I sit down with, and so excited to share all of these conversations with you. As I have learned on my healing journey over the last few years, we all have the power within us, even in our darkest hours, to choose to make the impossible possible. This podcast is here to inspire you, to empower you, and to remind you that your dreams matter. You're not alone. The world needs what only you can bring. So wherever you are right now, in your car, maybe you're on a walk, wherever, thank you so much for joining me, because this is it. This is our time. So let's live our impossible dreams together.